Hello, welcome to Ian's Studio. I'm Ian M. Butterfield, and in this video I'm going to run through a series of microphone tests and describe some of the problems I've been having trying to find the best microphone to use for these video casts. Hello. When I set out to create these video casts, one of the first things that I wanted to do was to go through a series of tests with microphones to ensure that I had the best quality sound that I could achieve. I'm going to play in for you now the recording I made at that time and allow you to listen to the results of the different microphones I was trying. I was surprised by the results, and I think you will be as well. In this video, I'm going to go through a range of microphones that I'm going to use with the video recording. The first thing that I want to do with preparing any form of training video or instructional video or hints and tips video is to make sure that the sound quality that you're going to hear is going to be as best as I can make it. I'm not a sound engineer by any means, and I will never claim to be an expert on this. So the best way I can solve this is to go through a series of tests. I've purchased a camcorder, and the next thing I need to do is to work out which microphone I'm going to use with it. Now I've scoured the house for all the different microphones that I've got, and I'll explain the set that I've got here. First of all, we've got a Gemini radio microphone set. Now these were bought for stage use with a drama group that I'm involved with, and they're meant to be high quality radio microphones. They can be worn in several ways, as a tie clip mic as I'm wearing it now, or as well, people tend to refer to as the Madonna mic, the headset type of mic. And we've also got a handheld version of it as well, which can be used with the same setup. So I'm going to test that. I'm starting with that microphone because that's the one I believe ought to be the best for the videos. Next along is this. It's cost about £1. My dad bought it many years ago. It's a single-use, a single-person tie-clip mic. Poor quality is what I'm expecting from it. Next along is a Sennheiser handheld microphone. This one I bought for doing voiceover work some time back. It's designed to be used being held close to the mouth, so I suspect it's probably not going to be the microphone I'll use for the videos because I need my hands free, and any movement away from the mouth, the sound will drop off with it. The advantage of it is that if for voiceover it should give a lovely rich sound. We'll see what it sounds like on the video. Next one along is a Jessup's microphone, video microphone, bought about 10 years ago. It takes a couple of batteries inside it and is designed to, well, you can see from the clip on it, it will sit on top of a camera, or it will actually sit on any form of tripod or lighting stand, so we can actually run it to the location where a person is speaking. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of sound we get out of that. It's designed for video work, so I'm expecting some reasonable results. The final contender is a very old microphone I bought from Tandy. Now that gives an indication of how old it is. Tandy has not been around for years, and it describes itself as a Highball 7 dynamic microphone, and it's just a plug in and play. It wasn't expensive when I bought it, and it's also very old. I'm not expecting to get any decent quality out of it. So how am I going to do the tests with the microphones? Well, what I've decided upon is a standard phrase. And the phrase I'm going to use is pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance, testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, and then for those microphones which aren't handheld, I'll give 3 claps so that we can hear the different types of sound that we might want to capture. So let's move on to the tests. Test for built-in microphone. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. End of test for built-in microphone. Test for Gemini radio tie-clip microphone. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. End of test for Gemini radio microphone. Test for handheld Gemini radio microphone. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. End of test for Gemini handheld radio microphone. Start of test for Sennheiser handheld microphone. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. End of test for Sennheiser handheld microphone. Test for Jessup's SDX400 video microphone. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. End of test for Jessup's SDX400 video microphone. Test for cheap pound shop tie-clip microphone. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Pop, pop, sibilance, sibilance. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. End of test for cheap pound shop tie-clip microphone. So that's all the tests over, and the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I'm actually now using the Jessup's microphone, which I think on balance has turned out to be the best of all the microphones. Now let me just go through how I evaluated the results and what I thought of the different ones. Well, first thing to say is that when I played back the different recordings, the test sections, I listened to it through headphones. That enables me to get as best I can hear the sound that the microphone is producing. Listening through the speaker within the camcorder isn't brilliant, and it's a little bit tinny. They're not particularly expensive headphones, but it does enable me to sort of concentrate more on the sound that I'm getting back. As regards to the results, well, let's eliminate a few things first of all. Obviously, the Highball 7 failed completely. Just couldn't get any sound out of it at all. So that I'm never going to be using. It'll probably get consigned to the bin when I get home. The Sennheiser, as I thought, lovely sound out of it. Nice rich tones with it. No problem with the pops or the sibilant sounds. The only problem with it is that it's a handheld mic. It's designed really for vocal work for singers. Really, it's not really a voiceover microphone, which I bought it for. I'm no expert with this. And anytime you move it away from the mouth, the sound disappears, and it's not going to be convenient when recording training videos at all. So, nice as it is, I won't be using that. The pound shop microphone, yeah, you get what you pay for, and that's one of the old adages with microphones and sound. You really do get what you pay for, and it really wasn't up to it. A lot of buzzing on the sound, a lot of noise and crackles with it, and a tinny sort of sound out of it. Then we've got the Gemini setup. And I was a little bit disappointed with that, which is why I've swapped over to using the Jessup's microphone. I'm getting some interference noise with it. I did a little bit of investigation during the recording, and one of the things I've discovered is that depending on where the cables are, it's picking up noise interference
to do with the radio receiver. Basically, this box, when it plugs into the camera, how the cables go to that is causing some form of interference. Also, with the tie-clip version of it, there was a little bit of rustling noise, not a huge amount, but there was some there with the recording. So whilst I'd be happy to work with that, and those times when I'm moving around and it's not practical to put a static microphone in place, then yes, I will use it, but I need to do some more research and try and track down what some of the problems are with this and why I'm getting that sort of interference noise on there. Same approach with the handheld mic. Now, the handheld mic never really was a contender because I need my hands free when I'm doing the instructional videos. I do tend to gesticulate quite a bit with my hands, so I'd hate to be tied down with a microphone. And also, holding bits of equipment as well is just not going to be practical. So the best of the bunch appears to have been the Jessup's video microphone. Nice quality sound to it. It's not the best, it's not as good as the Sennheiser, in my opinion, but for the purpose I'm going to put it to, training videos, it works okay. The built-in microphone, which may occasionally get used in emergency situations where I've just got to get the microphone, the camera going, I've got to record something, picks up, for my liking, too much background noise. That's part of the problem, is that the microphone is too far away from me and therefore it's picking up everything else that's in the room. The Jessup's one, I'd like it closer. I'd like to be able to solve the problem with the Gemini, but for the time being I'll be using the Jessup's microphone.
Okay, so that was several weeks ago when I initially went through the tests with the microphones, and since then I've been trying to work out what the cause of the problem of all the noise on the tie-clip mic is. Now, I believe I've got a solution to it, and hopefully you can hear me quite clearly now. I'm using one of the tie-clip mics, and what I've had to do in order to be able to use this radio mic is I've had to put the output from the radio receiver through a mini fader. Now, it's a simple battery operated fader, and I've had to actually reduce the volume of it that's going into the camera, and it appears that we were getting too high an output from the radio mic into the camera, and as part of that we were getting distortion on my voice, and we were getting the background noise far too high. So what I've done, put the feed through a mini fader, and I've faded the output from the tie-clip mic down to actually about 30%, so that it's not too loud for the camera to deal with. The second thing I've done is I've got a small adapter which allows me to plug a mono cable into a stereo jack without leaving any of the connections open, and that's done two things. First of all, it's resolved the fact that I was getting sound just on one speaker, and it's also meant that it's cut down some of the noise, because having that one channel open has allowed more noise to be picked up by the camera. So that's the solution I'm with at the moment, and I'm going to carry on using this method for recording sound for a little while over the next couple of videos, just to see how it performs. Please give me feedback on what you think about the sound quality. Obviously, any suggestions that can improve it, preferably ones which don't involve me spending vast amounts of money, would be greatly accepted. What you will notice over the next few videos is that some of them will be back to using the Jessup's microphone. That's because I've already recorded them, and I can't go back and re-record the sound, obviously. So please forgive the fact that over the next few videos that you might see, some of them will be with the old microphone, and some of them will be with the tie-clip mic that I'm wearing now. So bear with me on that. And it is my intention to resolve all the issues with sound that we've had on the video casts. I really want to give you the best quality audio as well as the best quality video that I can. So thanks for watching this series of tests, really, and I hope that some of that has been of interest to those of you who are involved with video, and perhaps it's of interest to some of you who even aren't. So thanks for watching, and do stay tuned for further videos from In Studio. Thank you, and bye-bye.
This has been an In Studio video presentation by Ian M. Butterfield. All content and photographs are copyright Ian M. Butterfield and may not be reproduced without prior permission. For more information, including how to subscribe to this and other videos, please visit www.ians-studio.co.uk/videos. Thank you.